Deep dive. The fourth, remembrance. The lag is sensory. The lag is not real. This is part of a longer protocol, but stands alone. The foundational ideas in one line each. You are source. The world is the mirror of your assumption. Imagination is the real, and creation is finished. Every version of you could be already exists. Got them. Now we deal with the most painful part of the doctrine. The delay. If creation is finished, and the version of you who has the thing already exists, why is your life still showing you the old version? Why has the person not messaged today? Why has the body not shifted? Why is the bank balance still what it is? The answer is the lag. The lag is sensory. The lag is not real. When you make a decision about who you are, the decision is instantaneous. You decide, and at the level where reality is actually formed, consciousness, assumption, identity, the new version is already operational. There is no delay at that level. None. What is delayed is the 3D's expression of that change. The room around you, the body, the bank account, the other people, these are downstream of consciousness. They run at the speed of physical reality, which is slow. Things take time to manifest at this level. But that time is not because the decision has not landed. It is because the senses are still updating. Imagine you turn off a light at the end of a long hallway. The light stops being produced instantly, but the photons that were already in flight take a tiny moment to reach the floor. The light at the floor seems to persist for a fraction of a second, even though the source is gone. That is the lag. It is not a failure of the system. It is the system working exactly as designed. The source has changed, the effects need a moment to catch up. The 3D works the same way, just on a longer timescale. You change the assumption. The new assumption is now what is being broadcast. But the old broadcast is still in transit through your senses, your nervous system, your habitual perception, the people around you. It takes time to fully arrive. Days, weeks, sometimes longer for big changes. This is the part where people give up. They make a decision, and 3 days later, the 3D still looks the same. They conclude the doctrine does not work. They conclude they are not doing it right. They go back to the old assumption. The recording continues to play because the new broadcast was abandoned before it could catch up. The instruction is to persist, not to push harder, not to try more, just to stay in the new assumption while the senses update. That is what persistence is. Not effort, not straining, just staying. The version of you who has it does not check every day to see if the 3D has caught up. The version of you who has it just lives. They go to work, they make dinner, they sleep, they wake up. They are not constantly monitoring whether reality has caught up to their decision. They live, and the 3D updates on its own time. Day to day, this means you decide. You stay. You do not check. You do not measure. You do not compare today's 3D to yesterday's, looking for change. You just live as the version. And the change happens, often when you have stopped looking for it. There is one more piece of this remembrance. The lag tempts you to abandon the assumption. The temptation hits hardest at the moments when nothing has visibly changed. Days where the 3D is loud and the decision feels distant and faint. Those are the moments. The doctrine is decided in those moments, more than in the moments of declaration. You either stay through the lag and let the 3D catch up, or you flinch, abandon the assumption, return to the old one, and watch the recording continue. So when you find yourself, 3 days in or 3 weeks in, looking around and wondering why nothing has shifted, that is the lag doing what it does. The new assumption is fully operational. The senses are still updating. Your job is to stay, to not flinch, to trust the process you cannot see. A useful phrase said in your own head when the lag is loud: the lag is sensory. The lag is not real. I have already decided. The 3D is just slow. That is the fourth remembrance. The lag is sensory. The lag is not real. Now, take a breath. Carry it with you.